What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JBsports back again with another one. Got breaking news. The worst kept secret in boxing. Tyson the Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder will take place on October 9th in the same venue, T-Mobile Arena, same city, Las Vegas, same state, Nevada, aka Sin City. Now this was a date that was speculated right after it was learned that Tyson Fury was diagnosed, I guess, with COVID-19. A lot of people speculating that that wasn't the case, that he was overweight or it was slow ticket sales, had a whole lot of different conspiracy theories that came out in the wake of Tyson Fury basically pulling out of the fight, man. Was the reason legitimate or was it not? That's neither here nor there. We got a date now. It's October 9th. October 9th, the fight's going down. Now this fight has been moved, what, about 4 times? It was, okay, the rematch was February of 2020, right? I believe that was what, February of 2020. Now the first date that it was supposed to take place was July. Wasn't it supposed to be in July of 2020? But it got moved off of that date because of the COVID. And they got moved to October. I believe that was the case, October. Then it got moved from October to December. But then it got canceled from December due to college football conference championship games. Stuff like that was going on. ESPN and Fox was committed to those games. You know, people didn't know, you know, that those games were actually be played in October, you know, because everybody was in a scramble mode, basically, because of the COVID-19. They didn't know if they were going to actually have conference championship games. They didn't know if they were going to have a college football season to begin with due to COVID-19. But they scrambled and the conferences got those games played, the regular season games, and they ended up having conference championship games in the month of December. So that fight couldn't take place in the month of December on Fox or ESPN. Then Fury tried to basically get out the fight altogether, and he set the stage for a fight between him and Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn was flying to Saudi Arabia, trying to get a deal done with the Saudi Arabians. And then the judge ruled in Deontay Wilder's favor, and they set July 24th as the date for the trilogy. And as we know, as I said earlier, Tyson Fury got COVID-19. That's at least what he said. You know, I think one member in his camp also had COVID-19. Now his trainer, Sugar Hill Stewart, didn't have COVID-19. Joseph Parker, he was at the UFC event. I don't believe he had COVID-19. It's been speculated that F.A. Ajabe was the other fighter that was in the camp getting Tyson Fury ready for Deontay Wilder, contracted COVID-19. So we're here now, so it's going to be October 9th. Now, from what I'm hearing, the undercard would also remain the same. A lot of people speculating that, oh, they ought to just go on ahead with the undercard, put that on regular Fox or put that on ESPN. So that's the problem. The undercard, you know, is part of a collaboration between ESPN and Fox. You got fighters that fight on Fox, and you got fighters that fight on ESPN. So what was they gonna do? Was ESPN gonna pick up that card, the undercard, or was Fox gonna pick up the undercard? That's why it never lead any kind of credence to people saying that, hey man, they gotta just keep the undercard, you know, and let the fight still take place on July the 24th as far as the undercard fights go. I was like, nah, I don't think they're gonna do that. So everything's gonna remain intact, and it's gonna be October 9th going down. So Wilder's got to wait a little bit long to exact his revenge. Tyson Fury, I believe, was not in the greatest of shape. I think he was partying a little bit too long. Maybe he did come in contact with somebody that had COVID-19. Or maybe it's just the fact that he just needed more time to get in shape. He realized that he was not in the type of shape he was going to need to be in facing Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. I wonder if Tyson Fury, I'm just thinking out loud here, I wonder if Tyson Fury would have pulled out of the AJ fight, you know, a couple of weeks before the fights took place, with him being in that type of shape. I think he, in my opinion, I think he would have, I'm not saying he is grossly out of shape like he was when he went on that cocaine binge, went into deep depression. He was damn near 400 pounds. I ain't saying, I know he's not in that bad of shape, but he's not in the type of shape to get him ready for a fight of the caliber of Deontay Wilder. He's got a lot of respect for Wilder. That's basically what I'm saying. Wilder is a guy that can change a fight and change the outcome of a fight with one punch, and that's the right hand. And he respects Wilder. I just think he probably would have went forward with the AJ fight. I think he thinks he probably could beat AJ at 65, 70%. But he knows he got to be at 100% to defeat Deontay Wilder. The mind frame that Deontay Wilder's in right now, you know, he said he's got a lot of violence in his mind right now. You look how he's looking in the videos, he's looking very sharp. You look at how he fought in the Bermain-Stavern fight. That version of Deontay Wilder shows up in the Tyson Fury trilogy. And then you can sharpen up his skills up under the tutelage of Malik Scott. Tyson Fury knows he's got problems on his hand. He knows he's in for a tough fight. He knows he's got to be on top of his games. And that's why he, in my opinion, pulled out of that fight. And that's why, in my opinion, he probably wouldn't have pulled out of the Anthony Joshua fight. Because it's not the same fear factor. It's not the same respect factor that he has for Deontay Wilder that he has for Anthony Joshua. That's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts about this fight getting moved to October 9th, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Let me know your thoughts and who you like in this particular matchup between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. And hit the like button if you like the content of this video. And I'll holler.